Moving forward, so the moment lunar mining becomes commercially viable, competition will escalate. So, how do we balance the principle of the moon as the province of all mankind with private and national interests wanting exclusive access to a high value lunar resources?
Okay, thank you. So I will like again about my thesis, about my research. So I have talked about this a lot in my undergraduate thesis, and I'm happy to share it. Still, the answer is the establishment of an international regime. Through the regime, we could coordinate with the UN USA to track the space object registration, which will be useful for debris responsibility and liability, as well as cover those private business as they're part of a legal subject in international law, even though we could say that the regulation is far from complete. And what I meant for those private concerns, okay? And the regime itself, along with the UN USA, as previously stated, could recommend rules between countries. So instead of competition, it could be escalated to fair cooperation. Then, indeed, there should not be exclusive access regardless of the degree of country's economic or scientific development, as mentioned in Article 1 of the Outer Space Treaty. However, we shall not prevent them from developing by themselves, as they also have rights. They also have sovereignty, which is beyond our power or authority. Well, what we can do is remind by our current generation and bring awareness to the next generation by expressing this concern within space law instruments internationally, regionally, nationally, or even locally. Then the UN Corpus and UN USA should be active in monitoring countries' national plans, progress, and activities. And hopefully, this could be done through an annual report from them. And I mean, it should be enough. As far as I know, UN USA has an annual conference. And talking about this, we also have an International Moon Day celebration under UN's secret event, where we could host our event using this opportunity to share our country's progress, escalating cooperation, and a lot of more.
How easily and conveniently you said that we should not focus on competition but on fair
Yeah.
cooperation. But honestly, competition is something which we can't even stop. It's just happening. Thank you so much. I'll move to the next question. So, when we talk about long term human activity on the moon, what legal or policy frameworks do you believe are essential today to prevent the moon from becoming another arena of over extraction or geopolitical rivalry?
I would say long-term sustainability, which is my focus, and actually we wrote it along with Flavia and Edvaldo under the Global Expert Group on Sustainable Lunar Activities, specifically on the Lunar Environmental Working Group. Through this concept, we encourage the binding effect, this is answering your previous question. We propose the long-term sustainability shall be adopted as a legal principle along with mutual understanding and equitable sharing. My main consideration for bringing long-term sustainability as a legal principle is a source of binding instruments, both national and international laws. So instead of guidelines that over a technical aspect that I've told you about, IDC guidelines and the long-term sustainability guidelines. So this legal principle will act as the source of law, which means to create a new law which provides substantive implication and elaboration. As it has the word sustainability, we try to express that mankind's activities on the moon or cislunar or in space generally shall be peaceful, but in long term, as we are not solely talking about the present generation, but also for future generations. So by having this long-term sustainability, mutual understanding and equitable sharing in addition to the common habits of mankind, we could prevent it to in their legal development at least. So the moon would not be an object for our new arena in over extraction or geopolitical rivalry. In the common habits of mankind, the moon area should be defined as res communis omnium. We know that it leaves multiple interpretations, and with a logic that we should be aware that others need it as well. But there is no law that could make 100% prevention of of an action, especially we talk about international law, to be honest. And we do is actually build awareness through legal lens only. That's from my side.
Understood. Thank you so much. This is very much insightful. I'll just ask the last question, not take a lot of your time. So, looking ahead to 2050, what emerging risks like legal, ethical, or environmental do you think the global community must start addressing now to keep the space sustainable and safe for all nations?
Interesting. It might be very short answer from my side, but yeah, besides long-term sustainability, since it says all nation, I would go by mutual understanding. Mutual understanding is essential as it means together we agree or disagree on something, and it means together we support or oppose something. Once mutual understanding can be fostered among countries, we can talk about coordination, cooperation, and even collaboration between them. Yeah, and that's all from me. Short answer. But that's what I hope.
No, it's fine. Honestly, it's all about your perspective and how you basically linked cooperation and coordination with the risks. So, definitely that is much, much, much helpful for me. I have learned a lot from this interview, and I am just waiting to read the paper and so many things about you. I'm just like totally impressed.
Thank you, Jessica. Thank you
If
very
you
much.
would like, if I would ask you to just give a message to the younger professionals, be it in the space sector or non-space sector, what would that be?
Perhaps don't force yourself to see uh, whatever beyond your environment. We could start everything from our environment to understand what is space law and how we could utilize those space and law itself. So yeah, start everything from around you, and then we could go farther. So yeah, that's my perspective. And yeah, mutual understanding is the key for everything. And when we talk about long-term sustainability, we're not only talking about current generation. Our next generation is also important, so they could experience the same thing as what we did, what we are, what we do at the moment. Yeah, that's all from my side. Thank you, Yuka.
Thank you so much for your time. It was lovely having you here right now.
Lovely to meet you.